Ama lütfen sorular İngilizce ile olsun, olur mu?
Iran has been declined the second tour of the meeting with the USA. What will happen next?
Everything right now is in flux. You know, it is too soon to make any judgment about what is going on. Now we are focusing on finalizing the framework of understanding between two sides. We hope that, you know, as soon as we can finalize that, then we can move on to next step. I urge all the media to be a little bit patient and, you know, be careful about all the fluctuations and on all ups and downs. You know, on a daily things are a little bit sensitive these days. But I can assure you that Iran is very much committed to diplomacy. The point is that the other side should abandon its maximalist position and should respect the international law within which we can then secure diplomacy to be result-oriented.
Do they just charge any cheap for down the Hormuz?
Okay.
One
by one.
Do they charge fees?
The Strait of Hormuz was open before the aggression for millennia. The Strait of Hormuz is in our internal and territorial water, and we have been always quite clear and crystal clear to everybody that as an anchor of stability, we would like to see the open and safe for passage. Unfortunately, Americans started suffocating Iranians and tried to breach the security of Iran, and we had no option just to show them that either security for all or security for none. And that is a very simple, crystal clear rule. It's still in place. American cannot impose their will and to do siege over Iran, while Iran is, with good intention, is trying to facilitate safe passage through the Strait of Hormuz. After the ceasefire in Lebanon accepted, based on the terms and conditions of the ceasefire, we announced that a safe passage of commercial vessels with coordination of our authorities, maritime authorities, is possible. Then the other side, American side, tried to sabotage that by saying that it is open except for Iranians. So that was the reason that we said that if you are going to violate the ceasefire terms and conditions, and if Americans are not going to honor their words, then there will be repercussions for them. And unfortunately, they are still trying to exhaust negotiation through negotiation, exhaust diplomacy through the circus of diplomacy. For us, diplomacy is something that is part of the solution, but for them, it's still the thing that, you know, coercion and pressure and escalation is part of the solution. War is not come to any good end for anybody, and diplomacy is something that should prevail.
President Trump said that if there would be no deal until Wednesday, there will be. Sorry, President Trump said that if there is no deal by Wednesday, there will be military action. What's your response?
You know, American side tweets a lot, talks a lot, sometimes confusing, sometimes, you know, contradictory. In the same statement, he said other things as well. So I don't want to judge what he means. It is up to American, and American people should decide whether his statements are consistent and are in accordance with the international law or not. But what we are going to do is quite clear. We are going to defend heroically, patriotically, and we are going to defend Iran as the oldest civilization on earth, to the last bullet that we do have and to the last soldiers that we do have, and this is our job. The aggressor should learn that war cannot reach them to any good result. Alternatives to diplomacy are so unattractive. Americans should learn that the time of colonialism and colonial approach is way gone. Hegemony is way gone, and they cannot dictate anything on other nations. Equal footing and respect is something that would bring, you know, lasting peace. If everybody is focused on peace and stability, then we have chance to actually achieve something. If their choice again is aggression, if their choice is again starting this war, they are going to see forcefully the response from Tehran, and we are not hesitating to respond as much as we can. So,
blockade on Hormuz, would Iran reopen the strait, and in such case, on what terms belong the strait?
The Strait of Hormuz is in our territorial water. I repeat it again. The Strait of Hormuz is our internal water, and maybe rhetorically they would like to say that and play tough, but let me tell you something. There was no blockade in place actually. There is no blockade in practice right now actually. And let me give you a prediction. There will be no blockade in future. Nobody can actually impose its will over other nations, including Iran.
Do you work with Turkey or do you wait for?
You ask your question.
How do you estimate support of Azerbaijan during Iran?
We do appreciate all our friends, in the region, including Azerbaijan. We do appreciate Turkey, Azerbaijan, and other countries, Armenia, and all other countries, including Azerbaijan. We had a very good, relation, and President Pezeshkian and President Aliyev, they had a very good telephone conversation during which they assured that our good relation is going to continue, and we appreciate all the sympathy that we are receiving from the nations of the region. Now there is an awareness inside the region and outside that this aggression was illegal, reckless, rogue, and Iran's defense was very much legitimate and mandated by international law, and we are going to continue